This is a video about how to get started and make your first quiz in Kahoot. So here I am, logged into Kahoot. Remember, I went to getkahoot.com and I logged in. And you can see I have 0 Kahoots right now, but I'm going to go ahead and create a quiz. So I select quiz here, click on that, and I have to go ahead and give the quiz a name. So here's my name. I click go. And now it's going to take me to the screen where I can go ahead and put in question 1. Now it also gives me a spot here to put in an image if that goes with my question, or you can embed a video as well. And you can decide whether or not you want the question to be worth any points or not. Finally, you have to decide how much time you want to spend on each question. The default is 20 seconds, but you can increase that all the way up to 120 seconds. So I'll start this one at 30. So I've put in my question, and now I'm going to see if I can get an image to go with this question. So I'll go to Google Images, I type in shaded grid, I found one I like, so I'm going to go to View Image, and I'm going to go ahead and save this image. So I've saved it, now I'm going to choose it. And here it is, 16% shaded grid. Open that up, and now that image is part of this question. Now I come down to the bottom and I type in my different answer choices. And now I've put 4 different answer choices in, and I need to select the one that's correct. 0.16 goes with this image. I can, if I want less than 4 answer choices, just hit the minus sign here and it'll start deleting them. You can have, just 2 if you're doing a true or false, for example. But I want 4 in this case. I've deemed this one to be the correct one. So this question's all done. I want it to be worth points, and we'll give them 30 seconds. That looks good. So now I go ahead and add a new question. And it takes me to another blank screen like so. So I'm going to go ahead and continue making a few questions right now. So I've just written my 5th question here. What percent is represented by the following fraction? 1/5. And this is one that really doesn't need an image if I don't want, so I can just put my answers down here and I indicate that that is the correct one. So I've got 5 questions. I'm going to go ahead and call it good for now. Normally I would do 30 or so questions for a class period, but just for demonstration purposes I'll do 5 questions, and I can go back here to edit them. So if I click, I want to go back to question 2, I just click on 2 and I can go back and change it or put a new graphic in here. But let's say all is good at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and go and save and continue. And it just shows me my questions here. Now if you don't put a graphic in, it just puts a Kahoot graphic in there. The number of seconds that I've given for each of them here, how many choices I have, and you can move them at this point. So if I want to change the order, I can grab it here, drag it, and change the order of my questions. So you can edit the order in this part here. I hit save and continue. And then I can go ahead and give this a description. Now, normally when I create a Kahoot, I make them public so other people can use them. This way I can use theirs as well. So I can go ahead and put a description in here. So I put a little description in here, and I put 2 tags, percent and 6th grade. I'm going to leave it on public here. My primary audience, I'm going to choose school. And you can change the level of difficulty here. We'll leave that at intermediate. And then I hit save and continue once more. And then you can put an image for your cover as well if you'd like. You can choose a file. I'm going to skip that right now. I'm just going to hit done. And now I can preview it right here if I'd like to. So this is what happens when you go to play a game. You make some choices in the beginning. I usually leave these on the default, but you could randomize the order of the questions, for example, or answers. Display the game. This is actually not a bad idea in case someone wants to join late, to leave the pin there throughout. And we leave the music on usually. And then I go ahead and launch the game. And it's going to take me through what it would look like to actually play a game. So this is what it looks like here. There's music playing in the background. Just turn that down a little bit. And it gives the game pin, and it's getting ready for people to go ahead and join the game. So I'm going to go ahead and join this game. I put the pin in up here. I put it in the phone, the fake phone over here. and I hit enter, and then I have to put a nickname in here. Okay, the kids would usually choose a name for their team, and it tells them that they're in the game, and then on the screen or the smartboard up front you can see that this team has already joined, and then the other teams would join as well. Usually would split your class into teams of 2 or 3 or 4, whatever you like to do it. Once the teams are joined, you go ahead and click start. This is what they see on the phone, students, or on the computer screen, either way, and this is what's on the smartboard over here. So here's the question, and they have to answer this, and they answer it on their phone over here. So let's say they choose this one, and it gives a bar graph for how the entire class did right here. It tells you which answer was correct, and it would tell you how the class answered as a whole, not how the teams did. However, it will give points, and it will show you how the teams are scoring over here. This is the information that the students will get on the phone or on their computer screen, depending on how they're playing. We'll go to the next question. There's the score right now, only one team playing. And then it goes to the next question. I'll just answer these very quickly. Okay, so I'll just choose that one. Got it right. This is how the class answered. We hit next. And now you can get up to 1,000 points by default for each question. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So you do earn extra points by answering quickly. Okay, here's my question number 3. My team answers that. We got that one wrong. Okay, there were actually 2 correct ones on this one. This was correct, and this was correct, but here's how we answered. Tells us our score, tells us we're in first place on the phone. Question 4. Okay, again, 2 correct answers. We got it right on that one. And the last question. Okay, we got that one right. There's the end of the game. And it gives us some information about how we did. And then you can go to a feedback and results page and put some information in. So that's what it looks like. Here's the smartboard view. Here's the device view, again, whether it's phone or computer. And that's how you get started playing your first quiz with Kahoot.